Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to create a quick animated GIF that we could send to our friends, our family members with our phones. And so what I've done is already I've created a document with 3 layers. And if I turn this layer on or off, you could see that I got a Santa Claus with some some reindeer pulling a sleigh, and then I have Baby Yoda, and then I just have a background layer for the sky. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a a frame-by-frame animation, and we'll save it, export it as a GIF, and then there you'll have it. And then you could attach that GIF to a text message and send it to each other or through email, and have fun. So here we go. Let's. I'm going to go ahead and select all these layers by holding Shift. I could click the top one and the bottom, and I've got all my layers selected. I'm going to go Window, and then we're going to go to Timeline. It's down here. Hopefully you could see that on the video. And we're going to change this to create frame animation. And let's go ahead. Let's see what happens. What options we have here. It's not what I want. I'm going to go ahead and hit create frame animation. And so now we have a one frame here. And what we want to do now is we're going to go ahead and hit this little deal here, and we're going to say make frames from layers. Okay? And so what that's going to do is it's going to give us more options. We're going to hit make frames from layers. And now you'll see that it just kind of, maybe that's not exactly the best way to do it, but I just wanted to show you that you can now have layers on or off. And so we're going to start with having this one turned on, and you'll see that it activated it because we're on the first layer. We have now activated it for the whole animation. And if we played it, it would go real fast. Okay, and you could adjust this time to delay, and off the screen, it's off the recording screen, you can't see it, but you could change the seconds, the amount of time that each one's on there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and activate the turn off and then turn on the background for all these layers. Make sure the background is activated for all of them. Okay, and so Baby Yoda is going to be there, the sky's going to be there the whole time, but we want to start with the Santa sleigh off the screen. Okay, and we're just going to have him fly by. And so maybe right here we will now add a frame. Let's go add new frame right here, new frame. Okay, and in this frame we can now move. I'm going to have to use the arrow keys on the keyboard to move this guy over. Okay, and we're just going to have to add a bunch of frames here real quick. Add new frame. And now here's the trouble. If we move this guy, what happens? Let's go back to the first frame. Oh, this is good. He actually moves. Okay? Maybe move him back a little bit. And let's go ahead and add a new frame. New frame. We'll add him a little bit more. We're just going to have him fly across the screen. And obviously you're going to make your own animation doing whatever you want. I'm just trying to show you techniques on how to make things happen. So let's just see what it looks like so far. Okay, and this goes too fast, you can slow this down. You could say there's a teeny bit of a delay in each one of these, so it doesn't go so fast. And that's, that's not an obvious delay when I put 0.1. So maybe you want to, if you put it 0.2 or 0.3, it'll slow it down quite a bit. So let's go to the end and say new frame. And I'm going to go ahead and make this a really short animation because I'm recording this video and I don't want it to be too long of a video. So we're just going to have this go across, and you'll notice that all the frames afterwards have adopted the same time delay. Okay, and we're going to say new frame here again, new frame, and on this frame we're going to go ahead and move the Santa off, and I'm going to type Happy Holidays. And let's change the size quite a bit bigger so we could, so we could actually see it. think I need to highlight all the text first. I pushed Control A on my keyboard to highlight it all, and that's still not big enough. Let's go 120. Okay. By the way, you might be wondering what size did I create this document. So I probably should have started there, but I didn't. So we're going to say image size. And if you look, I made the width 900 pixels. Please make sure not to set it to inches. Make sure it says pixels. So 9 by 16 is a common ratio for a lot of iPhone screens, 9 by 16, so that's why I went with that size. And so at the last frame, we could put a like 5-second delay if you want. And so when we play it, whoops, we need to turn off the Happy Holidays all the way until the last frame. So I turned it off. It won't appear until the last frame. And you could do some much more spectacular animating. You could have like stars be a trail of the, you know, behind the sleigh or something. But this is just a quick and easy way of showing you how to do a few things. You've got layer management. You create a new frames, and then ultimately you will go File, Export, and you need to export as, and you need to pick GIF, so we could. That's the file that could be animated. Okay, so it's, and there we go, and that is it. So you're going to go ahead and hit export, and you're going to go ahead and save it into the folder that you'll be able to find it, and then you could email it to a friend, or you could open that and then open that up on your phone and send it as a text message. Okay, so have fun creating your animated GIF. Have fun.